Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Let's go.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Howard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Howard from the gun on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On play action, they'll throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Ware. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Howard now on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard, quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Howard. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Nothing here.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. The 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They start on the ground with Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin here with Adams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon bulldozes past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Howard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now a handoff to Dillon.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Dillon.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now. Here come the 49ers.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run again with Adams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, this is Adams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On the give, it's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Let's do this.
A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.